Here. About the mindset for players in a showcase opportunity like this?
It's the mindset that Otega Oweh had when he was talking to Sean. It's simply about the guys who win always benefit here. You want to shine individually, of course, but you also want to be in a scenario where people look at you.
People what they can do, not what they can't do, because most of these guys are going to be looked at as role players and fit guys. So show what you can do. Play to your strengths. Don't try to put the side of the box out and make things a little bit more difficult.
Agreed wholeheartedly, and that's the thing. You don't use the stuff that you work on with your trainer.
You said it.
Work on the stuff. Use the fend. He can go out and guard a Jalen Brunson. He can go guard a Donovan Mitchell, and that's what has put him in the starting lineup for Rick. First thing that you are looking for from a prospect, and that one-word answer is competitor. That's what everyone is looking for, and when it's all said and done, that's the reason why guard. If you're going to be a small guard at the NBA level today, which 6'2" and under is considered small guard, so High Pettifer definitely in that size category, you have to be either an elite defender that changes the pace of the game defensively.
What is the perception of me? And they're building a resume. I mean, playing in the combine, to me, the guys that decided to play, if they don't have a some guys have promises. That's why they're not playing, right?
Make that going back to Auburn.
So if you get the evaluation that says 25 to 35, that's the range that you're going to get drafted in. Those are the guys who could possibly.
I think it's a great look for every single one of these players to be out here and showing their talent. They obviously were having a great time. Kaman Malawach, just seeing the way that he's moving now, what he's done with his body, and the way he's shooting it, the improvement that he's made with his skill level, his footwork, his touch.
Defensive side of the ball right now, being active with his hands and putting himself in the right position, and then making the right decision offensively, whether it's cutting into space. And so much of this is almost like a pickup game with coaches where they talk about concepts. And at the timeout before he came in, they were talking about spacing, moving, cutting with purpose.
Hear a lot of talk about, yet you watch him play and you talk about competing, Bobby. I mean, we talked about, the most important thing is competing. This dude is a world-class competitor.
The impression when you leave here today, you want to say, this guy stood out. This guy can impact our team. Or for him, it can be like, you know what? I want to go back to school. I want to go back to college.
But Josh Okogie didn't have the option of getting NIL money and going back to college
100%.
to where they even invest that type of resources in doing the background work.
Well, and the other thing,
I was at your workout last Friday, and I asked you a question about your love of the game.
Yeah.
You had a saying that your mom used to give to you and your sister when you were growing up. Can you share that?
Yeah, so my mom, the saying she has for me and my sister we're half of her heart. So I'm one half, my sister's another. And you put them together, we're together in front of her, nothing can go wrong. Her heart is full. And then for me.
And I think that he's going to continue through those pro workouts. And the teams that are coming to see him, I think everybody's leaving with that same kind of sense, is that he's a guy in those teams that if you have multiple picks, to Bobby's point,
just to chance it by doing this. I think when you look at him, he would be perfect for teams that have multiple first-round picks. When you're looking at Brooklyn, outside of 8, when you're at 19, 26.
When he walks into that office and he's talking to a general manager and president of basketball operations, he's winning that interview.
Yeah, I had him last year when he came out for the draft, and I had him again. And
I think that was the most important thing for me this year. Continue to be consistent, kind of pick up what the coach is putting down, listen, be a willing listener, and just continue to put in the hard work. I think the hard work will take you a long way.
What's the craziest thing Coach Paul Demoser ever said to you?
Man, I think it was in practice. One day he got mad.
Corey's rules,
Sean
by the way.
can't see the judgment eye that I'm going to be looking at him with this comp.
I was right on the top. I mean, I'm all with him. Like, the Kyrie has been my comp for him, so I know you'd kill me. Sean, you got a comp on?
Kyrie is not available.
And sometimes he relies a little bit too much on his speed. So I go this way, and I'm backing up so I can see Corey. John Wall-ish.
He's fringe, Sean. That's fringe. But you know what?
Just made a beautiful behind-the-back pass, so you can show his passing ability here. So that's what scouts want to know. Certainly a guy who's been over in China for the past few